Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Adriana, founder of the Rio Backpack Company. I'm also known as the Backpack Lady. Thank you so much for joining me. This is week 3 of Living Our Life with Intention. I wanted to thank all of you for sending me all the words of encouragement and all the messages that I've received with many questions, and I've actually written a lot of them down. And I'm going to read them to you. Number 1, how did you find your passion or God's purpose in your life? How did you get started? What has been your biggest obstacle? How do you stay on track? What's your daily routine? Do you need a lot of money to start your own business? Did you know a lot of people when you were starting your own business? And my favorite one is, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I've learned a lot, and I believe in sharing good information, bad information, so that way I can make it easy for whoever is thinking about starting their own business or doing something that they love. That way, you can start right away. So today we're going to focus on the number 1 question. How do I find my passion? And how do I find God's purpose in my life? I believe that we all have a purpose, and I know that's not a very easy question to answer, but I will tell you, for me, I really honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. I just know that after I got laid off from my job, I wanted to do something with my life, something that I absolutely love, not necessarily as a full-time job, but something to give back. And because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, I suggest that what I did was I started writing things down. Throughout the day, I had a piece of paper and I would do bullet points. I would write down little things that would come to my mind or that I would hear on TV, and slowly, very slowly, but eventually it happened, I started to notice that my passion and my purpose was with children, with people, and more than anything, helping children and here in the United States. So what I did, I started writing things down. I'm not a person to journal, so I'm not going to tell you that I sat there and I said all my feelings for the day and all the things that I was going through. I've tried that. That doesn't work for me. I know it works for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for me. I just wanted to keep track of all my thoughts. And so that little piece of paper throughout the day, I would just write it down, and the next morning I would go through them, and then I would start to research on the internet. I would start researching them on Google. So Google, of course, is my best friend. And eventually, it all started happening. It all started shaping up, if you will. So how did I find my passion? To be honest with you, another thing that, even though I love what I'm doing, I had never really thought of myself, of what I wanted to do. But now I know that I'm here to serve. And it was somebody who I met, and I will be talking to you about him next week. He's probably one of my favorite people that I've met recently. And he's the one who, without him even knowing, but with all the things that he has said and all the things that he has done, it clicked in my head and it clicked in my heart that I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve the children. That's where my passion is. That's exactly what I want you to find out. I want you to maybe go back to when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, and where was your heart back then? Where did you find yourself having that compassion for whatever it was? For animals, for the environment, for sick children, for children in the United States, children in Africa, wherever it is. Think about where your heart was back then, and then start doing some, I guess soul searching would be the word. So I encourage you to do that. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep those questions coming. I will keep your names confidential. And until next week, thank you so much. Remember, let's live every single day intentionally.